fire.
Hey, twin, that's my twin.
I know what you're thinking. Why does your hair look like that? How about you shut the low key? It's pissing me off though. To wear a hat today? Oh, Monster Hunter Wilds, baby.
Ask your favorite rapper why he go to him, his jury.
It is no secret that this game has catapulted the Monster Hunter series to new heights, even doing more numbers than the giant success of Worlds and Rise combined. I don't think I've seen a release like this since Wukong, or God forbid that game Power World. What in the fuck? However, this seems to be another release that is plagued by just blatantly poor performance. It's Cyberpunk all over again. This is what my game looked like when I first started recording, and this is what I changed it to. Do you notice a difference? I would argue very minimal, but this is playable frame rate. This was 60. Fuck 60. Fuck 60 FPS. Stop. No, I didn't say Bixby. Is it not funny to anyone else that throughout the years, it is just normalized that any AAA game is just going to be released in a dramatically unfinished state? This gets everyone in the fan base justifiably angry. And look, I get it. If I buy a game that's goddamn well over $100 AUD, that's real. That is real. I expect a little bit more than just having to use AI to reach playable frame rates. Now, I don't mind using AI. That's not what I'm saying here at all. I think using AI for frame rate enhancement and image quality enhancement is good for the most part. That's fine. However, when the frame rate itself, without any of the assistance, falls well below what most would consider playable, it's just going to be a huge mess of fidelity all over the screen when you do eventually enhance it. If you do eventually experience this game without any of the aforementioned reasons, this game at its core is fucking good, man.
Arkfeld and I are the same.
Dude, I want to punch Nada in his fucking jaw, man. There's a reason it sold so well. And let me tell you, it is absolutely not because of this.
Okay!
Arguably, the biggest selling point of this franchise is being able to flood the chat mid-hunt with the most heinous text imaginable. You know the auto callouts whenever you mount a monster or someone joins your party? You can edit those. That's goddamn right. You can change them into whatever you want. All of them. Even the stickers.
You know the stickers?
Yeah.
You can edit the text.
I feel like Wilds, this has gotten a bit out of hand. Every second hunt that we play through with randos, someone will trigger a team-wide auto call-out. That's where everyone in your group will automatically respond to something that is happening during the hunt. You will have a guy that's still got the default shit still going, true neutral of neutral right there. But then you will have either two dipshits that are just saying absolute meaningless nonsense throughout everything. I will flash you my balls next time. And then you have the last chronic freedom speaker on your team. These persons are chronically online, probably know life the game, and are probably higher rank than you. But they just put up a complete violation on your screen. What in the fuck am I looking at? This shouldn't be happening. Helping you through the new journey into the Forbidden Lands is a brand new handler.
My name is Alma.
She gets a name. This time, it's not just the handler. No. Alma is there. She's part of the boys now. She is there in the battlefield with you, helping you out. Alma is quite a step up in my opinion from the handler in Worlds. Side note, I'm glad that they are actually putting more personalities into everyone introduced to a group. It definitely feels a lot more fleshed out over Worlds already. Everyone here sort of has their own personality. And they feel like a person who has history within the guild. Granted, it was years ago that I played this, but Worlds felt robotic. Not many people had names. You're just going off dialogue mainly. There's a huge step up in production value as well. Nearly everyone, apart from like mini side characters, actually have fully fleshed out voice lines, which is a nice change actually, a very nice change. I do think comparing this game to the obvious precursor Worlds, and furthermore the Iceborne expansion, is a complete waste of time. With Wilds actually already having most of the fundamentals of combat and movement down to a fucking tea. It is actually interesting to think as to what they might add to more upcoming title updates. It's pretty much agreed that if the base game of any Monster Hunter looks like this, the major title update like Iceborne will only add to those fundamentals. For people just getting into a Monster Hunter series, Wilds is not complete yet. Now hear me out. Hear me out. I realize I just complained about every AAA game releasing in an unfinished state, but here I'm more so talking about the vast amount of upcoming content we can expect from a new Monster Hunter title. I've already seen that people who are coming into this game completing the shortish, like 15-hour storyline, and then just sitting there in the pre-end game, like, finally, a game well finished. People are not realizing that the title updates to this game are going to add more complex content, more difficulties, and more handler outfits. Holy fuck, are you seeing this? Hey, can you start dressing like this? Now I'm gonna say something, and hopefully it doesn't demotivate you completely. Worlds didn't even get its final Master Rank hunts or equipment until nearly 21 months after the launch of the base game. When did Wilds launch? Now let me say that again. The base game Worlds released, and it took 21 months until the major title update Iceborne came to fruition. The title update that is highly regarded as the only way to play Worlds right now. Base game Worlds is not even in its league. The endgame we have now for Wilds, if you can even call it that, is only to get you and your swagged the fuck out Palico ready for when they do eventually drop this shit. Please prep up, so you don't just get one-tapped into a fainted cutscene. I really do not want to see any Hunter rank level 80s in my arch-tempered Goliath Forbidden Lands eating flying Junkrat mission. I don't think anyone comes to a Monster Hunter game expecting it to have a breakthrough storyline. I can't even for the life of me remember if Worlds had a story, let alone a good one. I think me and my friend group got so bored at one point playing through Wilds that we just started distracting ourselves. You and Blake haven't viewed my picture, bro.
Who the fuck took that?
It's me. That is me shitting at work with the door open.
Why? Who took the photo?
My boss.
Your boss took that photo.
That's your only shit.
With the newest Monster Hunter edition comes a surprisingly intriguing story where we actually have a set group, a backstory, people in need, a dumbass fucking bitch that does not shut the a memorable villain that actually has reasons behind why it's doing all the destruction in the Forbidden Lands. And at the end, we are left genuinely on a cliffhanger for an unknown power source that has corrupted so many monsters into the vile creatures we see. Trekking through the Forbidden Lands is seriously breathtaking at times. There are still different sections and vastly contrasting environments, but traveling between each other can feel often seamless. And with the introduction of its own set seasons, the locations can feel different just depending on when you visit them. The people you will continue to meet throughout the Forbidden Lands are so sheltered that they are actually shocked by the sight of the colossal weapon that's on your back. It is such an unconventional idea that hunters can craft weapons from slaying monsters to further on defeat more of them. They are all shocked when they learn that you can stand up against the vast amount of predators within each area of the lands. This is represented by Nada best. Fuck this character, but Nada, someone who is raised in a severely sheltered way, he is blissfully unaware and naive to different ways of handling a monster other than just to run and hide. By the end of the game, He's standing up beside you, wishing to be like you. But still, if I as a man am stuck with this borderline spoiled brat for another mission after this little fucker just tried to compare himself to an apex predator, on God, I'm gonna hate crime him. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna hate crime him so hard. Fuck, I'm so fucking ready. It's gonna be meditated. It's gonna be motivated. First degree. Don't check the news. The story ain't bad. It definitely isn't anything to write home about, but what can you do? Have you met this flagship dragon? I think the team has always nailed the designs and overall visual appeal of each monster very well, and with this title is no different. Arkveld being surprisingly nimble for its size and design characteristics, it is one of the monster fights that is very hard to forget. Its long build up and reveal of chasing this monster after it goes through nearly every single section of the map and finally facing it, that is peak. That is peak writing. Oh my God, have you actually seen the cutscene for this? The cutscene leading up to this fight, hands down, has one of the best line deliveries in the series. It is one of the most aura-intensive line deliveries anyone can say.
For the continued preservation of this ecosystem, the guild authorizes you to slay the guardian Arkveld.
Acknowledged.
Just on a side note, fuck this stupid Jan Katku. Fighting this dog shit was pure comedy. Yo, what the fuck did he just do to himself? But I never want to do it again. Shit better be ready. Otherwise I would. It's flashed, cuz.
That's the wrong one.
Yeah, I got spear tackled. What do you want me to do? I never ever want to face 3 of these motherfuckers at the same time. They are stupidly strong and stupidly looking.
Goodbye, candle.